YouTube really changed my life. I don't even have a lot of subscribers. Sometimes it's hard to realize how much something has changed your life until you really sit down and look back on your journey. YouTube is that thing for me. It has completely changed my life in so many ways, and I've just passed 10,000 subscribers recently. I'm at, I think, 11,100 now, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. But what it took to get here, it is 2024, and I started consistently making YouTube videos in 2018. But the seed was planted many years before then. And this is why it's so important to follow your intuition, to trust yourself, and to do what you are called to do. And that's why I wanted to make this video. I've seen some other creators make videos about how YouTube has changed their life, even though they haven't hit 1,000 subscribers, 500 subscribers, whatever number it is. YouTube is such a powerful platform, not only to connect with people, but to learn about yourself and explore yourself deeper. So I want to share my journey with YouTube and how it's changed my life and what it is a symbol of to me, and I think to you as well if you're watching this video. If you put off what you are passionate about, you are just postponing your fulfillment and your success in life. Because at the end of the day, whatever you are called to do is not going to go away. That itch is not going to just disappear if you think, oh, I'm going to go and do what society's telling me to do, or my parents think I should do, and follow this career path that seems more secure. You are always going to revert to that seed that was planted in you. I remember being 11 years old and I found YouTube and I was obsessed. I was watching all of the makeup gurus. I remember Alba Mayo. She doesn't make YouTube videos anymore, but I was obsessed with her videos and I would watch them for hours a day, and it was crazy. I wanted to make YouTube videos so badly, and I remember this day I went to my mom and my brother and I was so nervous and I told them I want to make YouTube videos, and they both looked at each other and started laughing, and I was like, forget it, I'm not doing this. As the years went on, I continued consuming YouTube content and really yearning to create, but I was so scared to until I was in college when I made my first video and kind of dabbled in it a little bit, and then I really committed. 10 years after I first found YouTube and wanted to make these videos, 10 years later, I finally started. And to think if I were to have started making YouTube videos at 11 or 12 years old, where I would be now. But I'm just glad, I'm so thankful to myself for starting when I did, which was in 2018, and really committing to it, because since then, I have grown so much as a person. And making these videos is so therapeutic to me. It's my creative outlet. It's the way that I'm able to connect with you guys, share my journey, and the best part probably is that I now have all of these memories of my life and my journey, and I not only can share them with you guys, but I can look back at them. I remember starting to make videos in 2018 when I had just moved to Spain to teach English in Benidorm, and a lot of you guys found me from those videos. It was such a crazy time, and I was editing my own videos. I was obsessed with posting. I think I was posting once a week because I was editing, or maybe it was twice a week. And there were times where I scaled up to 3 times a week and then scaled back. And then there were even times where I almost gave up. Getting to that first 1,000 subscribers was such an uphill battle, and I was so enthralled in creating videos and vlogging and editing and all of this. It was really consuming me, but in the best way. But then the growth was so slow and I got very disheartened, and there were times where my friends or people that were close to me would say, Natasha, is it worth it? Like, why don't you just stop? And I did stop. There were a few times where I stopped for a month or 2 months, but I just had this burning desire to continue, and I'm so glad I did, because had I stopped making these YouTube videos, I would have to start from the beginning again. And I know that I would have, because this fire has not gone out inside of me for years, and I'm just so glad that I stayed consistent with it. Recently, there are some creators on YouTube that started at a similar time when I did in 2018 and 2019, and they have recently blown up, and that is 5 years, 5, 6 years of no one or minimal people watching their videos, but all of a sudden they caught fire and they reached the people who needed to hear their message, and they're changing the world, they're changing people's lives. And I get these messages from you on Instagram, emails, etc., where you guys tell me, or you might have told me, that my videos changed your life, my videos motivated you or inspired you to go on your first solo trip or to move abroad or all these things, and that is what matters to me the most. Of course, it would be great to reach more people, but as long as I'm changing one person's life, I think that is the most important thing, and I've done that, and that in turn has changed my life. It makes me want to keep going, to keep becoming a better person, to keep learning and sharing what I'm learning and my journey with you. Because like I said, that burning fire never goes away, and that is a hard pill to swallow, but it is so crucial to stay consistent with what you're passionate about, whether it's making YouTube videos or a hobby, art, creating, whatever it is. Even if it's a side hobby and you can't make it your full-time career, don't let that fire go out, because at the end of the day, you are always going to have that fire. Like, if you put it aside 10 years down the line, you're gonna wish that you were there. You're gonna wish that you started 10 years ago. I'm thanking myself so much for starting in 2018 and committing to it and not letting go of it, because today I am able to earn an income off my social media. I was doing social media and content creation and social media management, all these things for a few years, and now my job is also in this industry, and everything is kind of in alignment and flowing together. I'm able to make these videos that I'm passionate about, that I love to make, and share my journey in my career and my travels and all of this stuff, and I can look back at it. I have all these home videos that I can share with my family in the future, and I can look back and see my growth, and it's a diary for me. And I also learned so much about myself through creating this content. I was recently having a conversation with someone very close to me, and she is in a job that she is passionate about. It's not exactly what she wants to do, but it is on the track to getting her where she wants to go. But in this moment, it's kind of grueling, and it's not what she wants to do. Maybe it's not paying her enough, maybe there's not like enough reward in this moment. So she's considering going to law school. And as someone who's South Asian, I'm Indian and Pakistani, and a lot of my cousins are doctors, my brother's a doctor, everyone was kind of pushed in this direction. And sometimes you quiet that little voice inside your head and you just do what you think is best for you, or what you are told is best for you. But thing is if you listen to that voice and you let it expand and you give it energy and you water that seed and you let it grow and flourish and you're consistent, it doesn't happen overnight, but you will live a more fulfilling, purposeful life, because you are going to actually live your purpose. And I have been doing YouTube while I was teaching English in Spain, while I was working for a different company. I'm still working for another company now, but I was able to hire an editor who's been with me since 2020. Hey Judd, thank you so much for sticking around. But I have support around my YouTube channel. I have people who are supporting me. You guys are watching my videos. Like, all of this community is so beautiful, and it also has allowed me to bloom and expand in the direction that I want to go in as well. So if you are contemplating starting a YouTube channel, and go back and watch my older YouTube videos and see how I started out, because they were not great and I was editing them myself and all of these things, but I've grown and I feel like I haven't perfected my craft, but I've definitely gotten better at it. And you can't start anything and be perfect. You are going to start from ground zero. So it's better to start today and go through that learning curve and, you know, have to explore yourself and like get into a rhythm with it, and then find your flow. Because now I do feel like I'm in a flow state with my YouTube channel. And while yes, I have 11,000 subscribers, that may be a huge number to some of you, that may be a really small number to some of you, considering how long I've been doing YouTube. That number to me is so much more than a number, because I look at it like an iceberg. When you see an iceberg, all you see is the top, but it's probably 10 times that size underneath the water. knowing all of the skills and growth that I have gone through to get to 11,000 subscribers and where I'm at today in my life, in my career, in all of these areas, that is what's most important to me. It's the part that you can't even see. And trust me, if you do YouTube or if you consume YouTube, you probably are aware of this as well. But YouTube really did change my life. It transformed me from the inside out. And I am so excited to continue sharing my journey and being able to really make this iceberg emerge from the water even more, because this is just the beginning. It's been a few years, but it really is just the beginning. And another important point I want to cover is that everything compounds. All of the efforts and time and energy that you put into your craft compounds over time. It's not linear. It grows exponentially. And I see that happening in all areas of my life. And it's because I just did it. I just started and I focused and I stayed consistent. And it's not about going 0 to 100 and then seeing an explosion. It's about moving the needle a little bit forward every single day, thinking about how I can improve my videos, how I can improve my thumbnails, what will resonate with you guys, what's going on in my life. And as I live my life every single day, I make these videos around once a week, but I'm constantly thinking, like, what am I learning today? What can I share? What events are happening in my life that I can alchemize and then help someone else? Seriously, if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, this is your sign to start and to stay consistent, because yes, YouTube is a long game. Maybe it takes more time than TikTok or other platforms, but it is so substantial. And what YouTube is and what it'll do for not only you, but your community and your growth as a person is incredible. It's remarkable. And I'm so grateful that you guys are with me on this journey. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Let me know down below if you are a creator or if you are a consumer of YouTube videos and how long you have been with me, because I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and let's see where life takes us. Bye.